Hello, my people. I welcome you today on this setting to talk to you about end of the year assessment. End of the year assessment. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Bobomanbobo, which means don't be impressed. You may face great challenges right now. Bobomanbobo, don't be impressed. Don't be paralyzed by fear. You may see somebody with great accomplishment. Bobomanbobo, don't be impressed. You can achieve similar success of your own. You may want to do extraordinary things. Have big dreams. Bobomanbobo, don't be impressed. Don't think that those dreams of yours are out of reach. At the beginning, I told you that the topic of our conversation today is end of the year assessment. End of the year assessment. At the beginning of the year, we all set goals and make plans for 2015. My question is, where are we regarding those plans and goals? God gave you 2015. How did you fare in it? How did you use it? Did you accomplish your goals? Did you have a good year or a bad year? Ultimately, there's no such thing as a bad year, because if you're alive, and since you following these postcards, you are alive, then this is a good year. I say this because thousands of people did not make it this far, but you made it. For whatever reason, God has chosen to add another year to your life to keep you alive. So just for that, I want to congratulate you, and don't forget to celebrate on New Year's Day. I want to go further. I want to go beyond the scope of being alive, of just being. What did you do with that gift handed to you? The gift of life, the gift of a whole year that was added to your life. A whole year, 12 months, 365 days. That's 8,760 hours that Yogi Berra, great Yankee legend, did not see. That's 525,000 minutes that Bobby Christina, the daughter of late Whitney Houston, did not complete. She died on July 22nd at the age of 22-year-old. That's 31,536,000 seconds that B.B. King, great music legend, did not celebrate. He died on May 14. He was only 89-year-old. And for those who love sports and watch ESPN, remember Stuart Scott, great sportscaster on ESPN. He did not make it either. He died on January 3rd at age 49, leaving behind his two daughters he loved to call his best achievements. Close to home, you may remember a parent, a family member, a friend, a co-worker, a neighbor who did not make it either, who died during this year 2015. But you made it. So what did you do with that gift? The gift of life, the gift of time. This reminds me of a story in the New Testament. You can find that in Matthew chapter 25, where Jesus talks about a king who was traveling far away and gave a gift of time and money to 3 of his servants. The first one received 5 talents, the second 2 talents, and the third 1 talent. When the king came back from his journey, the first 2 used their talent. They doubled the amount, and the king was very pleased. He rewarded them, he congratulated them, but the third one did not use his talent. He kept it as it was and returned it to the king. Now, the king was very displeased. He called him wicked and lazy. The moral of the story is God is not in the business of maintaining or keeping the status quo. He wants you to produce. He wants you to excel. He wants progress. He expects excellence. He demands results. You know why? Because he provides us with the tools, the means, the way, the opportunities. So all you have to do is act. As the slogan says, now not just do it. Those 3 men were all servants of the king. Meaning in nowadays terms that they were all Christian. They were all going to church. They were praying. So it's not enough to just be Christian or to pray, to go to church. All those things are good. But we need to act. We need to go forward. We need to move. Because God wants action. God gave you a talent. use it. You see, the king took away the only talent of the one who did not use it and gave it to the one who had always 10 talents. Yes, I hear you from here. Yeah, the rich gets richer. Yes, the rich gets richer. Why? Because you're not using your talent. So if you're not using your talent, God will take it away and give it to the rich one, or to the one who already using his talent. So make sure you use your talent. Let's not look at our friend, our neighbor's achievement and stress ourselves over it because we seem not to be doing as well. No, that's not what this is about. You see, in Matthew 25, verse 15, it says, according to their ability. If your ability is to run 1 mile and your neighbor run 10 miles, don't be stressed out and frustrated over it because you've done as well as him. Now, if you run half a mile instead of 1 mile, then we have a problem. Otherwise, you did according to your ability and you did very well. Pat yourself in the back. Congratulations, you did very good. And that's how God sees it. So you want to compare your achievement according to your own goals. At the start of 2015, what did you have in mind as goal? What did God put in your heart as goal? And you said, this year 2015, I want to do this, I want to do that. Here are my goals. That's your ability. That's why I want you to assess your year against. Not against your brothers, your friends, your neighbors' achievement, but against your own goals and plan for 2015. To evaluate your year, the first question is, what were your goals at the start of the year? What did God put in your heart for 2015? Was it go back to school? Or was it save money, save a certain amount of money, or build a house, or reach out to a relative, a parent, make peace, lose weight, get in shape, eat better. Whatever it was, that's what I want you to assess your year against. Whatever your goals were, where are you regarding those goals? Now, if you not set some goals for 2015, take a moment right now to set some goals and write it down for 2016. You may say, I know what I want to do. I have it in mind. No, that's not enough. You need, 1, write it down so that you can have a hard copy. And 2, you'll need to read it to yourself as often as possible. That way, at the end of the year, you have a hard copy to compare your achievement against. So, if you do not have a hard copy for 2015, make sure you make one for the coming year. Now, if you have a hard copy of your plan and goals for 2015, where are you regarding those plans and goals? Now, did you do well? Did you do half well? Or did you do not so well? If you did not do so well, let's set up ourselves right now so that we can start 2016 strong and stay on course. No, you don't need to beat yourself up on the head, but what you need to do is position yourself to excel in 2016. So make sure you write down those plans and goals of yours and have a hard Bible or the talent in Matthew 25 we just talked about. The Bible says that the king called his servant and trusted them with money. He called them. Yes, God called you with the talent he gave you. He mandates you to use those talents to make your life better, to make the life of your family better, to make your community better, so you can be a testimony of his goodness and his greatness. You know why the third man did not utilize his talent? The Bible said because he was afraid. He was scared. He chickened out. He was like, oh, I'm going to fail. I'm going to be ridiculous. People will make fun of me. Who cares if people make fun of you when the king has mandated you to succeed? How many of us fear keeps on the sideline, miserable, unhappy, unsuccessful, settling for our own little pity party, blaming others for our own mistakes and setbacks? My friend, I'm here to tell you, Bobomanbobo, pick yourself up. The game is not over. The king in Matthew 25 is not back yet. You have another year, a brand new year, one more year to make things better. Get up and let's go make things happen for our family. Let's go after our dream, and let's not allow fear and laziness to rob us of our greatness. When I was teaching back in Ivory Coast, I had a student. His name was Bako. Bako was brilliant. He was smart. He was talented. But at one point during the school year, his results started to go south. He started to have bad grades, and he couldn't keep up. Now, towards the end of the year, I liked Bako because he was smart, and I wanted him to pass the class. So I gave the whole class the opportunity to have a makeup exam. For the whole year, we had about 6 sheets of paper for exercise, for homework, and that was about 18-20 exercises. For the makeup exam, I wanted to give him 2 among those 18 exercises. So the session before the day of the makeup exam, I went through again for a second time through 3 of the 18 exercises we had all year long. So I wanted to make sure they understand, and I wanted to make sure they have good grades for the makeup exam. Do you know that on the day of the makeup exam, Bako and 3 of his friends did not show up among all those who were having failing grades? Bako did not even show up on the day of the makeup exam, even though he was already failing. Why? Because he was scared. He was scared. He was afraid that he would get a worse grade than he had before. He was wrong because he didn't know that I would give the same exercise that we went through for the second time. A second time the day before. The worst is 2 days after the test, he came to my office to ask me to drop one of his bad grades so that he can pass the class. You guess what I did? I did not drop it because he was scared. Because he got scared. He didn't take a chance. He didn't give a chance to himself. My friend, my brother, give yourself a chance. Trust God and act when He gives you something in your heart, in your mind. Go and act on it. Go after your dream. Give it a try. Give it a good try. Give it your whole heart. You have an idea? Go for it. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you might hit some stars. Brother, sister, don't settle for average. And trust God. If He gives you an opportunity, go for it. How many times He puts an opportunity ahead of us, before us, and we don't take it? Then we come around and pray for a miracle. So let's not miss our opportunities without taking a good shot at it. So let's start 2016 strong. First, write down your goals and plan for 2016. Make sure you write it down. Something magical starts when you write down your goals. We talk about that in another discussion. Do it now. Take about an hour to write down your goals and write down the plans to go after your dreams. Do not procrastinate now. Do not procrastinate. That's how days pass, weeks come and go, months fly, and before you know it, the end of the year is here and you haven't accomplished much. So do it now. Take an hour right now to write down your goals and make the plans to go and achieve your dreams. Break it down into 12 months, then into weeks. That's how you're going to follow your progress. Because you don't want to wait till the end of the year to see if you're doing well or not. That way during the year, if things are not going right, you can make adjustment. So, brother and sister, let's go after our dream. Let's hit it hard. Let's go 100%. Because I want you to start the year strong. I want you to go after your dream. And remember, Bobomanbobo, you can do it. And the best of all, God is cheering for you. God bless you. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Google+. Thank you. And don't forget, God is cheering for you.